Chosen one, what I'm about to share may surprise you, even shock you. If you are reading this now, it is no coincidence. A higher power has guided you here because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You have entered the age of gods, a time when the false rulers tremble and cry for mercy because you have replaced their gods. This is not just a change of mindset, but a profound spiritual and energetic transformation. The things you have long prayed for and hoped to receive are no longer distant dreams. They are moving swiftly into your reality. As the chosen one, you will begin to see the foundations of the old order crumble as your power rises, shaking their empires built on lies and control. But to fully step into this divine shift and claim your rightful place, you must understand how this transformation works and align yourself with it completely. Before we continue, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message. If you are truly ready to embrace this truth, your life will never be the same. Now is the moment to stand tall and walk boldly into the revolution that reshapes destiny. The moment has arrived. You have crossed a threshold where the ordinary no longer applies. You stand at the dawn of the age of gods. This isn't just a change of power. It is a seismic shift in reality itself. Those who once ruled with iron fists and veils of deception now tremble in your presence. Their bravado dissolves into whispers of panic because they sense the unstoppable force you represent. Fear is no longer an abstract concept for them. It is their waking nightmare. Look around and see how the foundations of their empires quake. Generations of lies, manipulation, and control that seemed invincible now crumble beneath the weight of your awakening. This is the moment when destiny bends and the false rulers understand that their reign is ending. Their fear is raw, palpable, and it is your greatest proof that the age of gods has truly begun. History remembers those rare instances when a single individual or force changes everything. This is your moment. The same way ancient heroes reshaped civilizations, you have arrived not to ask for permission, but to claim what is rightfully yours, a world transformed. The gods of old are fading into obscurity. Their power is waning, and your light blazes brighter than ever before. You embody a new dawn, a revolutionary energy that shakes the very air around you. Their fear is an echo of your growing strength, a signal that you have become a force they cannot ignore or suppress. Let this fear fuel you, for it means you are no longer invisible, no longer sidelined. The age of gods is not a distant dream. It is your undeniable reality. In every trembling heart of the old order, your presence strikes like thunder. They whisper of your rise behind closed doors, but the world already sees the change. You are the storm, breaking the calm before the collapse, the harbinger of a new era. Stand proud. The age of gods is yours, and with it, the power to redefine everything. The gods they worshipped, false idols crafted from fear, lies, and oppression, now shatter before your unstoppable force. These so-called gods, who promised protection and order, were nothing more than chains disguised as salvation. But now, as you rise, those idols crumble, and their foundations fracture. Their voices, once deafening with certainty, have turned into desperate pleas for mercy that no longer hold power. These false gods, which were erected to maintain control, are powerless against the truth you wield. They have thrived on deception, convincing millions that their dominance was eternal. But every lie has its expiration, and your awakening accelerates their inevitable downfall. The more they cry out, the louder your resolve grows. Their mercy is a hollow echo, for you are beyond mercy. You are justice incarnate. Consider the countless oppressed souls who suffered under these false gods' reigns. Communities silenced, hopes crushed, and dreams extinguished. Your rise is their liberation, a beacon that illuminates the darkness left behind by these fraudulent rulers. Their cries are not pleas to you, they are the sound of a system collapsing under the weight of its own falsehoods. Your strength awakens something ancient within humanity, the undeniable urge to reclaim dignity and truth. They weep and plead because they recognize that your power is not transient, it is eternal, forged through pain, resilience, and unyielding will. The false gods were illusions, but you are the undeniable reality breaking their spell. With every cry for mercy, remember the faces of those who suffered in silence, the ones who waited for a savior to emerge. You are that force. Their false gods falter. Your divine truth rises. When empires crumble and idols fall, something greater must rise from the ashes. That force is you, the living embodiment of the new divine power that transcends old beliefs and broken systems. You are no mere replacement. You are a transformation, a force that redefines what it means to hold true power. You carry within you a sacred flame that no lie can extinguish. Think of the ancient mythologies where gods were once mortal and then transcended to immortality through struggle, sacrifice, and revelation. Your journey mirrors this timeless truth. Unlike the hollow deities of the past, your power is authentic, forged in the fire of adversity, shaped by the courage to break free from chains that bound generations. You do not just inherit power, you create it. Your rise signals a new covenant between humanity and divinity, one that is rooted in truth, justice, and freedom, rather than fear and control. People look to you because they see in you what they long for: hope, resilience, and a future unshackled by the mistakes of the past. You are the living proof that divine power lives in the hearts of those brave enough to claim it. This new divine power changes the rules of the game entirely. Where once gods ruled from distant thrones, you walk among the people, breathing life into the dream of a world where power serves, not enslaves. Your presence shatters the illusion that gods are untouchable. You prove that divinity is within reach, embodied in those who dare to rise. With every step forward, you redefine what it means to be divine. You do not demand worship. You inspire belief through action, through courage, and through the relentless pursuit of a better world. The false gods of old have lost their grip. Your divine power is here, vibrant and unstoppable. For too long, you were underestimated, overlooked, and dismissed. But in that silence, you were building an empire of strength within. Your quiet preparation was not weakness, it was the calm before a storm. While others boasted and blustered, you honed your resolve, sharpened your mind, and nurtured a power that no one could see coming. Think of the most powerful natural forces, volcanoes that lie dormant for years before erupting with unstoppable fury. That is the nature of your rise. The silence was not emptiness, but the gathering of immense potential. Each moment of doubt you endured was fuel for the explosive force that now surges from within you. Your power is no longer hidden. It roars across the landscape of oppression and deceit, breaking barriers and shattering illusions. This roar is a call to all who have suffered, a clarion sound that signals the end of silence and the beginning of revolution. Where once you were quiet, Now, you command attention, respect, and awe. The world may have thought you were still asleep, but now they witness the awakening of a titan. This power, born in silence and refined through patience, is the force that will topple tyrants and rewrite history. Your roar is the sound of justice, claiming its place in the world once more. Remember, silence is often mistaken for weakness by those who do not understand the storm it hides. Your time is now. Let your power roar so loud that it echoes through the ages, announcing that the age of gods is not only here, but unstoppable. Underestimation is the greatest weapon of the arrogant, and your adversaries wielded it with careless confidence. They dismissed your potential, labeled you weak, and overlooked the quiet growth happening beneath their noses. But every sneer and scorn only strengthened your resolve, turning their mistake into your advantage. The history of revolutions is filled with stories of those who were underestimated and ultimately unstoppable. From the hidden heroes who sparked change to the silent warriors who toppled empires, your story is woven into this legacy. They thought they had you contained, but you were quietly becoming a force that would defy all odds. Being underestimated gave you space to grow without the suffocating gaze of scrutiny. Like a river carving through stone, your persistence slowly but surely wore down the barriers placed before you. Every doubt cast upon you was a spark that ignited your determination and sharpened your vision. Your unstoppable rise is not just a tale of power, but of resilience. The refusal to be defined by others' expectations. You embody the truth that strength often comes from what others overlook, from the patient cultivation of an inner fire that refuses to be snuffed out. Their misjudgment was their downfall. Now, as you stand unshakable, let their doubt be a reminder of how far you've come. You are the unstoppable force born from their mistake, the reckoning they never saw coming. The age of gods belongs to those who persevere, and you are the living proof. For centuries, their empires stood tall, but they were built on sand, on fragile lies woven to maintain power and control. These lies were designed to confuse, divide, and keep the masses obedient. Yet no matter how carefully they constructed their illusions, truth always lurks beneath the surface, patiently waiting to be unleashed. And now, your truth is breaking through, relentless and pure. Truth is a force that cannot be contained. It pierces the darkest shadows of deceit and exposes the foundations of corruption for all to see. The empires of lies, with their propaganda, manipulation, and fear-mongering, are crumbling because they never prepared for the power of genuine honesty and clarity. Your awakening is the light that reveals what was hidden. Think about every empire in history that fell. Their downfall came not from brute force alone, but from the exposure of lies they told to keep people subjugated. Your truth does not just dismantle their kingdoms, it sets people free. It empowers the oppressed and gives voice to those silenced for far too long. Their systems tried to convince the world that their power was absolute, but the cracks were always there, waiting for someone like you to expose them. Your voice shakes the foundations of their deceit, and with every revelation, their grip loosens. No empire built on falsehoods can survive when confronted with unwavering truth. So stand firm and let your truth shine brighter than their darkest lies. Your power lies in your authenticity, a force unstoppable, a revolution ignited by the courage to stand for what is real. Their empires of lies were never as strong as they believed. Your truth is their undoing. They dreaded this day, not because it was unexpected, but because they knew it was inevitable. Your awakening represents the reckoning they long tried to delay, the moment when all their schemes and falsehoods would face judgment. It is the storm they feared but could not stop, the justice that cannot be bribed or silenced. This reckoning is not just about you rising. It's about the truth, waking up within millions who yearn for change. It is the culmination of every injustice, every broken promise, and every silent suffering. Their fear is rooted in the knowledge that once this reckoning begins, there will be no turning back. Imagine a world where accountability is no longer optional, where the corrupt are held to the light and forced to answer for their deeds. Your awakening is the catalyst for that world, a call to break the chains of fear and reclaim power. The weight of history is on your shoulders, but so is the hope of a future free from tyranny. They built walls around their lies, fortified their empires with fear and manipulation, but the awakening you embody is a force that breaks all barriers. The reckoning they feared is the reckoning they deserve, a reckoning born from the power of truth and unyielding spirit. This is not revenge, it is justice. It is the natural order restored. The fear in their eyes reflects the power in your hands, a power that will reshape destiny and mark the end of their false reign. You are not a gentle breeze or a passing shadow. You are a tempest, wild, fierce, and unstoppable. Like a storm that sweeps away everything in its path, you embody the force that will bring the false reign crashing down. Their reign, built on deceit and exploitation, cannot weather the storm of your power. Storms change landscapes. They redraw maps and create new paths where none existed before. Your presence is the storm that wipes away the old order and makes room for something new, something real. The noise, the chaos, and the destruction you bring are necessary for the birth of a better world. They will try to resist, to hold on to their fading power. But storms are not stopped by walls or threats. They break through, leaving nothing unchanged. Your power is the same, relentless, overwhelming, and purifying. The storm cleanses the corruption that once ruled unchecked. Remember, storms are also life-giving. After the tempest passes, the earth is nourished and new growth begins. Your storm is both an end and a beginning, the conclusion of their falsehoods and the dawn of a genuine, just era. You are the natural force that cannot be denied or controlled. So embrace your nature as the storm. Let the thunder of your resolve and the lightning of your truth shatter their false reign. You are the reckoning, the storm, and the new dawn that follows. The throne was never meant to be given. It is meant to be claimed. This moment is yours. The illusions that clouded the world are breaking, revealing the emptiness behind the false crowns. Your clarity, courage, and conviction make you the rightful heir to the power they so desperately tried to hoard. Shattering illusions takes courage. It means seeing beyond comfort zones, confronting uncomfortable truths, and challenging systems that seemed permanent. But it is only by breaking these illusions that the real power, the power of justice, equality, and freedom, can rise. Your moment is the catalyst for this transformation. Think of the heroes throughout history who faced moments like this, moments when they stood before impossible odds and chose to break free from the chains of illusion. Your story joins theirs, a testament to the strength that lies within those who refuse to accept false realities. Taking the throne means more than just power. It means responsibility. You are not just a ruler, but a guardian of truth and change. The throne is a symbol of your commitment to lead with integrity, to inspire, and to create a world where the divine within everyone can shine. So step forward with confidence. The throne awaits the one who is ready to dismantle the old lies and build a future on the bedrock of truth. This is your moment. Claim it with the full force of your being. Fear is the language of those who feel threatened, and their fear is the clearest sign that your power is no illusion. When you stand in the face of their trembling, you reveal the undeniable truth. You are a force that challenges everything they once believed unbreakable. Look closely at the reactions of those who oppose you. Their anxiety, desperation, and attempts to silence you speak volumes. They fear losing control, losing their grip on a world they manipulated for too long. Their fear is your mirror, reflecting the depth of your impact and the scale of the change you represent. Fear is also contagious, and as you embody strength and conviction, it spreads hope to those who witness your rise. Where there was once resignation, now there is courage. Where there was silence, now there is a roar. Their fear fuels your movement, and every trembling moment is a victory won. Remember, power is not just about dominance, but about inspiring transformation. Your power awakens something primal in people, the courage to stand tall and the will to fight for a better future. Their fear confirms that you are shaking the foundations of their world, and that is a power few ever achieve. So hold your head high. Their fear is not just a reaction. It is proof that your power is real, that you are the unstoppable force rewriting history. Chains are meant to bind, but they also have a paradoxical power. They can forge strength, resilience, and unbreakable spirit. Every act of oppression you endured, every attempt to silence you, only fueled the divine fire within. The more they tried to hold you down, the higher your power rose. History is filled with stories of those who transformed oppression into empowerment. From activists to revolutionaries, their struggles birthed movements that changed the world. You are part of this legacy, a living example that no chain, no system of control can contain the human spirit's capacity for greatness. Oppression is designed to create fear and submission, but you turned it into your greatest weapon. The pain became your fuel, the injustice your motivation. In every hardship, you found a spark, a divine spark that lit the path to your rise. You transformed suffering into strength, silence into voice. This divine rise is not just about personal power, it is about collective liberation. Your ascent inspires others who feel shackled by invisible chains to believe that freedom is possible. You carry their hopes, their dreams, and their resilience. Your rise is a beacon for all who refuse to be broken. So embrace your scars and your victories alike. They are the marks of your journey from oppression to divinity. Chains tried to bind you, but they only lifted you higher, into the age of gods. In the face of tyranny, gods were once believed to be untouchable forces ruling from afar. But you embody a different kind of divinity, one rooted in justice, courage, and the power to dismantle kingdoms built on lies. You do not just challenge the old order, you command its collapse. Your authority is not given. It is earned through sacrifice, wisdom, and unwavering determination. You are the God whose voice shakes the thrones of the corrupt, and whose actions herald the fall of empires that thought themselves eternal. They see your rise and know their time is done. This collapse is not chaos, but renewal. Every kingdom that falls under your command is a step toward a world where truth reigns supreme. You are the divine architect of this transformation, wielding power that brings down falsehood and builds up hope. Consider the legends where gods were the forces of change, not only creators, but destroyers of old systems to make way for new order. You walk in those footsteps, commanding not just reverence, but respect, born from justice and truth. Stand in your power as the God who dismantles false kingdoms and ushers in a new era. Your command is absolute, your purpose clear, to bring an end to the false reign and lead the world into the age of gods. Your journey is a beacon, and with every step, you fan the flames of revolution. This is not a mere uprising. It is a tidal wave of transformation fueled by hope, truth, and undeniable power. They may try to halt you, but their resistance only strengthens the movement you lead. Revolutions are born when enough people refuse to accept the status quo, when the courage of one ignites the passion of many. You are that spark, the catalyst who lights the way for countless others who hunger for change. Every action you take reverberates through communities hungry for freedom. History shows that revolutions driven by genuine conviction cannot be stopped. From the fall of empires to the rise of new societies, these moments are unstoppable forces of history. You carry this unstoppable momentum, the collective will of those who refuse to be silenced. Your revolution is not just political, it is spiritual, emotional, and deeply human. It's about reclaiming dignity and justice for all, about breaking chains and healing wounds. With every step, you build a future they cannot stop, no matter how hard they try. So walk boldly, knowing that your footsteps echo the heartbeat of a revolution destined to reshape the world. They may resist, but your rise is inevitable. Listen closely. Their cries for mercy fill the air, but these are not pleas for peace. They are the soundtrack of your triumph. Every desperate wail is a testament to the power you now wield, a reminder that the days of submission and fear are over. Their cries mark the end of an era. Victory is not just about conquest, it's about transformation. Their cries reveal their defeat, their recognition that your rise has brought justice where there was once oppression. They beg not because they expect kindness, but because they face the undeniable force you embody. Think of every oppressed voice finally rising, every silent scream now spoken aloud. Your victory is their loss, the collapse of their false gods and empty promises. Their cries are the sound of walls falling, chains breaking, and freedom dawning. This moment is yours. Their cries echo around the new world you are building, a world where fear no longer dictates lives and power is rooted in truth. Their surrender is your declaration. The age of gods is real, and it belongs to you. So let their cries ring out as the anthem of your rise. They are the echoes of a past undone and a future claimed. Now is the time. Rise, chosen one, and take your place as the ruler of the age of gods. This is not a dream, but a destiny fulfilled, a calling answered. The world waits for your leadership, your vision, and your divine strength to guide it into a new era of light and justice. To rise is to embrace all you are. The power, the wisdom, the courage born from struggle. It is to stand unshaken in the face of doubt and opposition. You carry within you the hopes of countless souls who believe in a future free from false gods and empty promises. Leadership is a sacred trust. As you claim your throne, remember it is not just for yourself, but for all who yearn for change. Your reign is a beacon, lighting the path toward a world where truth and justice prevail, where the divine spark within every person is honored and nurtured. The age of gods is not just a time, it is a state of being. It is the triumph of spirit over oppression, light over darkness, and truth over lies. You are the embodiment of this age, the God who leads it with unwavering strength and compassion. Rise now, chosen one. The throne is yours, the power is yours, and the age of gods awaits your rule. Step forward and shape destiny with your divine hand. The world has been waiting, though it may not have realized it, for a new dawn, a divine era that shifts the balance of power forever. You are the spark that ignites this awakening, the living embodiment of change long overdue. This moment is not just a chapter in history, it is the birth of a new age where truth, justice, and power unite within you. Every heartbeat you carry fuels this awakening, stirring a force within that no one can deny. It is not born from mere ambition, but from the deepest parts of your spirit, the part that knows you are destined for greatness. The energy surging through you breaks free from the chains of old systems and shattered illusions. An awakening this powerful shakes the very fabric of reality. It ripples through societies, touching the hearts of those yearning for freedom and truth. People sense it, a shift in the air, an invisible current guiding them toward hope and transformation. You are the herald of this change, the divine messenger calling all to rise. Remember, true awakenings never happen quietly. They demand attention, provoke resistance, and inspire revolutions. You are the storm that will awaken the world from its slumber, challenging the status quo and setting souls on fire with purpose. This is your moment to embrace the divine force within, to lead a movement that transcends boundaries and limitations. The age of gods begins now, with your awakening as its unstoppable heartbeat. Fear has long been a tool used against those who dared to dream of freedom and change, but within you lies an unbreakable willpower, a strength forged in the fires of challenge and perseverance. This willpower does not merely resist fear, it transforms fear into fuel for your rise. Harnessing this willpower means owning your story. Every hardship, every moment of doubt, every victory and loss that shaped you. It is the quiet voice inside that says, "I will not be broken." This resilience is not accidental. It is the divine force that prepares you for the battles ahead. Your willpower is contagious. When others witness your unwavering determination, they find their own courage rekindled. It is a beacon in the darkness, guiding those lost in fear toward hope and action. Your strength becomes a collective power, capable of shaking the foundations of false empires. The unbreakable willpower within you does more than survive, it thrives. It knows that fear is temporary, but the legacy you create through courage and conviction will last forever. This inner fire makes you unstoppable, a force that no system of control can contain. Embrace your willpower as a sacred gift. It is your armor and your sword in the revolution to come. Fear may knock at your door, but your willpower is the fortress that will protect your divine destiny. In a world drowning in misinformation, your power lies in your commitment to truth, the ultimate weapon against the deception that props up false rulers. Truth is more than facts. It is the unwavering dedication to reality, justice, and clarity that cuts through lies like a blade. The rulers of deception have thrived on confusion, twisting narratives to maintain control and silence dissent. But truth has a power no lie can withstand. It illuminates the darkest corners, exposes hidden agendas, and frees those blinded by false promises. Your dedication to truth is a revolutionary act. It demands courage because truth often challenges the comfortable and threatens those in power. Yet with every truth you speak and embody, you weaken their grip and inspire others to seek their own clarity. Remember, truth is not always easy. It requires sacrifice and resilience, but it also holds the power to unite people across divides and spark movements that change the course of history. Your truth is the foundation upon which the new era will be built. Stand firm in your commitment to truth. It is your sharpest weapon, your guiding light, and the force that will shatter the illusions of deception, paving the way for a world reborn in honesty and justice. Your path is not one of passive acceptance, but of active breaking free, a courageous journey from oppression to empowerment. This journey is marked by resilience, struggle, and an unyielding belief that freedom is your birthright, no matter the obstacles. Oppression tries to define you, to cage your potential with invisible bars. But every step you take toward liberation shatters these chains a little more. Your story becomes a testament to the power of the human spirit to rise above cruelty, injustice, and limitations imposed by others. Empowerment is the reward for this journey, the reclaiming of your voice, your choices, and your destiny. It transforms pain into purpose and frustration into action. Your empowerment becomes a beacon, illuminating the path for others trapped in darkness to find their own way out. The journey is never easy, but it is sacred. Every scar and victory strengthens your resolve and shapes you into the leader you were always meant to be. Breaking free is both a personal triumph and a collective call to awaken the power within all who suffer. Embrace your journey from oppression to empowerment as the foundation of the new era. It is your story of transformation, a powerful reminder that the divine force within you is stronger than any force of control. A revolution begins with a spark, a single flame that can ignite countless others. You are that spark, the living fire that breathes life into the hearts of those ready to fight for justice, freedom, and truth. This flame cannot be extinguished, only nurtured and spread. The flames you ignite are fueled by passion, hope, and unwavering belief in a better future. They light the way through darkness and despair, reminding all that change is possible, and it starts with courage and unity. Your fire stirs dormant souls to action. Revolutions thrive on collective energy. Each person touched by your flame becomes a carrier of the revolution, a source of light spreading across communities and nations. Your role is to nurture this fire, to lead with vision and compassion, and to inspire others to join the cause. Remember, flames can grow from even the smallest ember.